Alright, welcome back. This is the Digital Poker Felt. I'm Fingers. We're entering part 3 now of the Deepstack tournament called Crazy Eights. First, when I got back to the computer looking at the 4, I thought I had pocket aces. An ace 4 offsuit. Under the gun +1. Nah, I hate playing the weak aces early on. And again, because that guy coming in, he's not actually the small blind. Under the gun +1. I guess I could have called that the low jack, though. But even then, ace 4 offsuit. Not strong enough. Again, we're approaching the game at like game theory optimal, or at least trying to, as human as I am. There is a part of me that does feel like I need to be some entertainment value for you. But at the same time, I want to go deep, I want to cash, I want to win. The tournament, again, if you skip the first 2 parts, playing in a Crazy Eights tournament. I don't really want to advertise for the site we're on. You can see the logo if you want to. I'm not advertising for anybody that I'm aware of unless they've started putting ads on the front of these already. This is a $3 buy-in, so it's not like life-changing money going out and even coming in. The first place last time we checked was just over 3. Yeah, it's still 348. So more than 100 times your big blind or your buy-in. And again, not advertising for the online site, but just using it as a way to entertain myself, make a little money, hopefully, if I go deep enough. I don't know if I'll ever be able to get the money back out of this site, if the site will even exist tomorrow. But using it right now, this type of site is browser based instead of downloading software. And it assigns you a number instead of a name, so it's more anonymous. It definitely has this ability where you can take notes on people, and I guess that assigns them even though their number will change depending on what number they are in the next tournament. I assume this note applies to their profile. I'm not too sure, but that's what I'm assuming. But you can't use a heads-up display, a HUD display, to really track people. Nobody knows who I am. Except for you, obviously. You're watching it right now. I'm Fingers, and you're watching the Digital Poker Felt. Welcome. Hopefully you're part of the tribe already. If you didn't do it on part 1 or part 2, make sure to click subscribe on the channel. You can also click notifications if you want. I never do. I just subscribe, and I have a list of the things that I watch, and they show up when I go into it and show me exactly what's the new content. So I don't really get the whole purpose of the bell notification. If it's your thing, go ahead, click it. What I'd be more interested in is if you really enjoy this type of material, if you enjoy this type of content, make sure to click on the like, smash the like, and or participate. Get in the comments. Tell me where you think I'm playing too loose, where I'm playing too tight, possibly some questions that you have about a hand you've played, and maybe some of the other members of the tribe, the Digital Poker Felt tribe, those others that have subscribed can get in there. And that way you're not just relying on my comments, my thoughts. Maybe as a community, as the tribe, we get together, help each other out. So make sure to participate, not just subscribe. Again, if you had skipped over the first 2 parts, I'm Fingers. Uh, Former radio guy, COVID hit. I got laid off. So I'm unemployed on the beach right now, I guess, as they say in the industry. Don't know what I'm doing next, so just experimenting with this channel. I've never created a channel like this before. I Again, coming out of radio, I'm used to doing the voice work. I'm not used to the video aspect of things like this. And as you've noticed, I'm not putting my face in the corner because I don't think that really matters, or if you care what I look like. If you really care, there's an avatar icon cartoon version of myself up in the banner of the channel itself and on some of the other images on this channel. And everybody says it looks too much like me. I think it looks much better than me. I guess take a few of the aging wrinkles out, but it definitely has the gray hair and the beard. I'm going to defend the big blind here. We're going to it four-way. Got a backdoor flush draw, but there's already diamonds out there if somebody's got those. So a much quicker version to a flush going that direction. Are they actually going to let me see a free card? No. Half the pot. And he's calling. I'm not going to chase any weird draws. Let's see, I was in the big blind. I'll be in the small blind next hand. One of the other beauties about playing online versus live, I mean, I do like playing live. I'm much better at reads and tells of looking at people, where here you're playing the fundamentals, more mathematics. Again, GTO was really built for this. Not to say that you can't GTO in live, but you can go off the track with GTO live so much easier because you can get a read on somebody. Here it's maybe in timing tells. I mean, like I did the little pre-fold check there, so I folded fast so they know I didn't have anything. I mean, you could pick up some slight online tells, but some of those tells could be false. Somebody could be losing their internet connection. Oh, very much doubt I'd get to see the turn on this one, though. Again, tell me what you think about the hands I'm playing down in the comments. And we're going to keep going with, this is part 3. Hopefully we'll make it to part 4. Each time we hit a break, I'm going to stop the video, start the next one after the break. That way you don't have to sit through it. Much easier to consume hour by hour. Not that an hour is bite size, but much better than 4, 5, 6 hours at a time. You can come back and revisit and go to part 3 later on. Unless, of course, you want to just hit the playlist and let one play after the other and pretend like I'm Netflix and just binge watch episode after episode. Let's see, I got my laptop plugged in again. Hopefully I'm still rolling and it hasn't locked up. I don't want to maximize it because I'm afraid that'll eat into the CPU on it. By the way, I've already gone in before I started recording and changed the settings so that I had a 4-color deck. That way there's no confusion on flushes and stuff like that. I've turned off all the the noises, the bells, the dings, the dongs, whatever type of sounds this program normally makes. I did leave in the slight animation of the pots moving, the chips moving. I forget what else I turned off before we started filming. Let's see. It's a suited king. Let's at least see a flop. If they're going to limp. Backdoor flush draw. 6-way. What could they have limped in up front? We got some 7-8s, 6-5s, 9-8s, 9-10s. All small pairs. If something was like an 8-10, they've gotten there on the straight. I no longer have my backdoor flush draw. And even if I hit my king, one of them might have a better king. He's betting pot there from the big blind. So is it possible he has 8-10? It's possible. He could have any two cards, everybody limped. He could have 9-7, 6-7. I mean, I'm not calling here, but I'm not going to insta-fold to him either. I mean, he also had a healthy chip stack. It's all yours. I was just glad to get to the turn. Again, another hand that's on the fringe. Raised first in up here, and he calls. Nah. Not worth playing now. Let's see, blinds are 800. And pulling out the calculator, 63,000 divided by 800. Okay, we're under 80 big blinds now. We're at 78. I probably should have figured out how many big blinds I had last time. Maybe I shouldn't have limped in with the king 4. I was still thinking I was deeper than I was. Alright, I'm going to make a play here. Don't try this at home. And of course, the monster stacks will call. So there's a raise or re-raise, and he calls. Possibly any pair. I mean, not the big pairs, but nines. Well, I got the 9 and I got the 10, so possibly 8, 7, 6. Well, if he has the 6, that's not good. Even a 7, 8 has an open-ended here. So even though it's rainbow, it's still got some wetness to it. I did connect my 9. Come on. Couldn't let me just have it. So that makes me more nervous if he had pocket 6s, pocket 3s. He raised, then I re-raised. He wants me to put half my stack in though. Alright, I'll get out of the way. One of those flops I probably should have tried to check around and just gotten to the turn. Possibly. I don't know. Tell me your thoughts down in the comments. Did I totally misplay this? Get out of line? I would have made top 2. Still 7, 8 is the nuts. There's now a flush possibility with the clubs. I'm still putting him on possibly pocket 6s, pocket 3s. But 7, 8 still could also still be in his range. He checked to him. I guess he could have started off the raising with pocket 10s, but I had a 10, so it's less likely. Aces, kings, queens, jacks. Would my top 2 have won? This big long delay before betting. That's one of those online tells that, and then shoving. That's usually a huge hand. Yep. I put him on 3s or 6s, but yeah, even though I had a 9, he had the remaining 2. But I was in the ballpark of him having a set there. Now he's on tilt. So maybe he did misplay aces or kings there. So even if he had aces or kings, my 2 pair would have beat him. Huh. What the? Alright. Well, he's going to have to definitely call that. Again, maybe I'm being too nitty. Let me know in the comments, but I fold. And I would have beat the ace deuce. Whoop. No, I don't want to leave. I'm trying to get rid of that message that says my browser's eating up too much of my power. Hmm. He shoved all in with ace deuce suited. Alright, make a little note on him. I guess we just click this to save it. And the note's up there, but it doesn't display by hovering over it. I guess you have to open it up to read it. He's gone. Well, maybe, what did I say this was? Part 3, part 4? I'm lost track now. How many parts we're into. I think we're still in part 3. We're down to 31,000. Look at the blinds right now. They don't go up for another 4 minutes. Okay, so that's easy math. I've got 31 big blinds. So, for the first video, I have less hope than I had before. And I kind of knew that too. I was originally, I believe, telling this in part 1 that I ran deep in this tournament last week, and earlier last week, a similar tournament. If it wasn't the same one, it was something very similar. So ran deep the second time, and as I was in the second one going even deeper, I was like, man, I wish I was like those guys on YouTube, and I knew how to record what was going on and record, I was recording how deep I was going, all the plays that were happening. And that's kind of what spawned the idea of the digital poker felt channel. So did a little research over the last week, and here we are. Again, right now it's February 25th. It's a Thursday evening. It may still be a little clunky. Again, I'm a former radio guy. I'm not used to video. TV's not my thing. So I'm doing the best I can. Let me know if I'm letting you down in some fashion. Give me some comments, some feedback. Let's try and improve this thing to kind of hone it. Really chip off the edges and grind down the corners. Make it nice and smooth and exactly what you want it to be. What kind of content you want to see. When I started this, again, I'm envisioning the type of videos I enjoy watching, where a lot of times you tune into a channel and they're only giving you the highlights of certain hands. I think it's more interesting if you can hang for the whole tournament. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's just my taste, my wants. Let me know what you think. Give it a comment. Make sure you subscribe first. Become part of the Digital Poker Felt tribe. Alright, next level. 1 minute, 10 seconds. The blinds are going to go up to 1200. I wonder, um, again, I'm unsure if you ever go out and play poker live like I do, there are a number of card rooms here in the Tampa Bay area. That's where I reside. I'm wondering if and when the day will come that they institute the big blind ante in online tournaments, kind of the way they do into. All right, we're at. Hang on, 24 big blinds ish. I got ace queen on the button. There's a limper. So normally there's two limpers. Punish the limpers. Still have a little wiggle room to play. I don't have to shove yet. The nuts. Come on, raise me. Alright, well at least we won. Back up to 41. Back in the 34 big blind area. I think I actually work better at 20 big blinds. Anything around there or below almost makes the decisions easier. I was going to say, I don't understand why there's so much limping. This web page using significant energy. Closing it may improve the responsiveness of your Mac. I hope that means it's still recording, that it hasn't crashed that software again. But this software, this browser-based online site, even without recording video for YouTube, gives me that message quite often. Oh, and I know this site, well, and some other sites similar to this for online purposes, a lot of them are changing over to Bitcoin as far as getting money in and out. I have not attempted that yet. I imagine I don't know about getting money in. I've had this money in for a while. Again, I don't play online that often. I'm getting more into it just for this simple content. But getting the money out and the way the legalities are now in the US, I assume Bitcoin's the only way to do it, and I haven't played around with cryptocurrency. What the hell could he be shoving 68? He has to have a queen there? Let's see. Oh, he's small blind. He could have queen 4, queen 3. Would he put his entire stack in against the one of the chip leaders of the table on just a draw with a paired board? He has to have at least the queen. Yeah. I think he caught the the button with his hand in the cookie jar there. Alright, it's ace-5 offsuit. I think we're too short stacked to play that. Let's see. How many total players have been in? Come on. It's only up to 496. Oh, you can actually only re-enter 8 times. Yeah, the tournament's called Crazy 8, so it's got all these only 8 re-entries. Places paid 108, total prize pool 2,088. And your starting stack for this is 88,888. Level 25. I think I've got too good of a hand to fold. But I'm not sure. Too many chips to push. Let's do unorthodox and limp behind. Alright, this may be the end of the first poker series. Putting about half the pot bet there on the draw. He's just calling. I got a pot-sized bet left. Alrighty. Nice. I nailed it on the river, got lucky. Back up to almost the starting stack. Let's try and play smarter now. Oh, and by the way, last video when I was telling you about that guy grumbling and mumbling after I knocked him out of the tournament, the beauty of this playing online, I know one of the things that, other than the 4 colors and turning off the sounds, I was able to turn off the chat, so I don't have to listen to people mumble and grumble about me sucking out on them on the river like that. They can bitch into the wind. Back up to 73 big blinds. So the video goes on. Just when you thought you were done with me. are still betting min bets into a pot 10 times that size. Oh, we were over here checking the stats just a moment ago. Alright, 507 now have been the total number of people in. It's not changing these numbers, though. It says next level, but it doesn't tell me what the level number is. To level 25. Where is... It's got to be somewhere. Under the gun, a 7-2 week. See, now at this level, the GTO game theory optimal pre-flop strategy is really going into effect. Before, when you have thousands of big blinds, you could be a little more loosey-goosey, go on a roller coaster of ups and downs. Now we got to play a little more perfect. I notice even in live play, still to this day, I mean, since the poker boom that happened, what, 2003? Since then to now, you'd think a lot of the live people would still learn. Quit playing so many weak aces, especially up here in early position, or even facing raises. I mean, I could see maybe if it was ace deuce ace 3 suited, but you're not hoping for an ace when that happens. And there's a raise under the gun. Again, leave me a comment if you think I'm playing too nitty, but with two tens here facing, even though it's a min raise, and getting these many callers, plus it'll help disguise my hand, I'm just going to call and see where we go from here. And he's betting 81,000 into a 16,000 pot. Okay. Maybe he has 9, 10 of it. No, I got the 10 of hearts. I would have gotten the straight. There's no way in hell I was calling that. People like setting their money on fire. 10-7 offsuit. No. Hmm. As I was explaining in one of the earlier videos, for the last 6 months or so, just having a bad run of luck. You know, you can get your cards in with ace king and some guy will call you with 4-9 suited for almost a starting stack. He had just bought in late or whatever, and he's the type of guy that just pushes and shoves and calls with any two cards. And sure enough, he'll hit like the 4 on the flop with 2 diamonds, and of course he'll get the flush on the turn. So I'm not bitching about the bad beats. I'm just saying that's the way my luck's been running. So my motto lately has been go deep, go broke. So I'm hoping that's not the title for this series of videos. I hope for the very first video that I get a series of videos on the first tournament that I share with you, I at least get deep enough for a min cash, just for bragging rights on the title, on the little thumbnail or something. How many did it pay again? Are we even close yet? Why is it saying that again? Pays down to 59th place so far. Much smaller entry than previous evenings, but I think the last time I got into this tournament, I think it was around 8:30 in the evening. And again, this one started the exact time, 5:08. So again, I started this tournament late, 5:10, 5:11-ish. That's Eastern time. What's it doing over here? Oh. All in from under the gun. I mean, I have a raising hand, but I don't think I have a calling hand. No, I'm not going to put my life on ace-10 suited. Back down to 41 big blinds. Should you really be shoving 40 big blinds pre-flop? Hmm. Huh. Might have gotten paid off by someone. There's all-in guy again. Wonder if he actually has a hand this time. Huh. They both hit. Sick. Alright, so there's a fresh stack. They're still allowing buy-ins. Alright, we must still be in part 3. I told you earlier I couldn't remember which video we were in anymore, but if it's only been running 2 hours 41 minutes, I got into the tournament a couple minutes late. First video may or may not have lost the first 10 minutes of it when the entire CPU froze up on the Mac. But by editing these videos down each tournament break to 1 hour, or whatever time period is in between the breaks, and I assume it's an hour. If it's 2 hours and 40 minutes, we're in the third part then. Again, I may have been a little too hasty throwing this video together today. I just knew that if I didn't do it today, it was going to be probably over a week before I had a chance to do it again. I'm going to try a min raise. Again, I'm stepping a little outside the lines of game theory optimal. don't really think you should be playing Jack 10 even though it's suited up front. And the way they've been calling, he's gonna call. He has to. Yeah. He's new to the game, so he's probably gonna want action. No. Alright. To me, that kind of looks like gin. I'm just gonna bet straight out half pot size bet. Top pair with the flush draw. Yay. Respect my authority. Let's see, 2,500 is the new big blind. I hate this little message. I don't care. You're still running. Just under 40 big blinds. Let's see a free flop. It's rainbow. Possible draws out there, though. Come on, you got a queen nine? Nope. Oh, this is good news if we actually start winning pots instead of losing them. Back over 40 big blinds. Raise under the gun. One of the other beauties, I think I was about to say this earlier. I think I got distracted by a hand. Unlike live, where you get the tells on the people live, here I like the beauty of seeing the numbers. A lot of people in life, for some reason, think in poker I'm a math guy, where in reality I'm more of the tells and the feel. The math, I don't do math in my head that great. I think whether I came out of I was mainly in art classes in high school. I took private art lessons when I was a kid even. So I'm more of the creative type. And I'm good with math as long as I have a calculator. If I have a piece of paper and a pencil, doing it in my head for some reason, I'm not Rain Man like that. My ex-wife, she could tell you how many toothpicks fell out of the box. And she was definitely Rain Man. You give her a phone number, even to this day. I remember the days when you had to remember people's phone numbers to call them. Now I know not one phone number. They're all in the phone. I lose the phone. I'm never calling you. So the beauty of playing online is I can actually see the numbers, so it gives me more of a visual. I don't have a piece of paper working out the math, but I can visualize the numbers much better. All right, that does it for part 3. I'm going to wrap this video up. Again, make sure to subscribe, click the notifications, leave me your comments, praise, condemnation, whatever. Engage, become part of the digital poker felt tribe. See you back for part 4.